I I don't. What's stronger word than hate? Is it loathe? Uh,
Yeah, loath is an upgrade on hate, I think.
okay. I loathe human resource. I can't stand when departments are still called human resources. I mean,
Hmm.
people and culture, to me, is at least a far better term.
Yeah.
Human resource, like so. Okay, so my disdain, first of all, for human resource, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to talk to Michael about this one. But then again, what we're getting at is, which I've waxed lyrical and verbally about before, is Drucker's insistence on managing versus leading, or managing being the leading,
Yeah.
and Charles Handy, a peer, an equal, in my
Yeah.
opinion, to Drucker,
Agree. Yeah.
calling him out and
Yeah.
saying, actually, yo Pete,
Pete, I know you're
uh,
Peter Drucker, the Peter Drucker, but in this insight, the emperor has no clothes. It's like this is the price you pay for management, which is objectification.
this is true. I mean, I could imagine back in the early 90s, they're sitting down having a pint or a glass of wine. It's like, hey, Chuck, hey, Pete. No, it's management. No, it's leadership. Just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Chuck, you're wrong. Pete, don't let me whack you. What's
I
happening?
know, I know. You need an
But
Irish
yeah,
accent though
this is
for
true. Yes.
for our man here to give the full effect. But sure,
You know what? Maybe they'll bring us to the Drucker Forum one year, you and I, and we'll reenact a play of sorts. Peter Drucker versus Charles Handy.
that's great.
What Charles is on about here is you manage assets and buildings and things. You
Mm.
lead people. You
Hmm.
lead vision. You lead behavior. You lead yourself. And I think that's just such a distinction that far too often, in my time leading organizations and leadership development programs and leadership philosophies, what have you, you have to get leaders to understand that
Mm.
love, compassion, empathy, these leadership behaviors are so crystal important than just managing assets and managing the human resource, if you will.
Right. So, Dan, you know that I'm just going to violently agree with you on this because you and I have a similar people-centered approach to what we hope for and wish for organizations, whether that's for profit or not for profit, just for organizations in general. What's the challenge in bringing this idea out into reality?
How long do we got? We got another 3 hours there, Michael.
Another 3 hours of this
Longest,
what it
longest,
takes.
longest podcast ever. Okay. Uh, in no particular order, you have greed.
Mm,
So what happens is an executive leadership team, a C-suite, and its board are at the top of the pyramid. And why would you want to uproot the apple cart of your stock options, your RSUs? What is the system of
mm,
how I get paid? And they get paid royally. So why do all that hard work? I
right.
mean, it's not going to benefit me. We should keep it going. So greed, number one. Number two, power,
Yeah.
which is probably the sister twin of greed.
Yeah.
But power, when you start empowering your organization, when you start acting with class and with dignity and with humility and eating humble pie and caring about the well-being of your people, be it mental wellness, be it physical wellness, and so forth, takes a lot of time, first of all, MBS. And
Yeah.
secondly, how's that going to help my power grab?
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to, manage up more time, more budget, more people, more resource to get more stuff done. So does that help me?
Even if it's not even a power grab, if you're committed to this, it actually means a giving up of power. So it's not even just holding steady. It's a active diminishment of the power and the control that you might have and the comfort that can bring you, that kind of security that our little amygdala brain, part of our brain desperately wants.
Hey, I have three teenagers that are acting on just their amygdala right now. There's literally no prefrontal cortex. Like it's just absent and missing. So those are my parenting years right now. Time. Time
Yes.
is the enemy. It's the killer app right now, and
Yeah.
it's literally killing the app. I don't know. You get to work with all kinds of executives as I do. Like we're kind of almost two peas a pod here. And
Hmm.
more often than not, when I ask an executive or its team to open up their Outlook or their Google Calendar or whatever, and then I stare at it and I say, "So I see this back to 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 back meeting.
Yeah.
I see that Monday to Friday, and I'm just wondering, um, Chuck or whoever I'm talking to, like, when are you leading? Where are you leading your people? Like, tell me about this meeting right here. Is this a leadership meeting or is this a make more money meeting? Is this a get stuff done meeting or is this a lead people meeting? Where is your leadership of
Right.
self? When are you anyway? Time. Like time is just a burden these days. So back to why is this not happening? Your question. I don't think executives have time to actually even think about acting with empathy or care or love.
Right.
It's not coming up, man.
If you've got a question you'd like me to tackle, please email me at teammbs@mbs.works.